Hi guys, Suleiman here from Mevin, and in today's video what I wanted to bring up here is the difference between selling on a pair of lipsticks online versus a deal that actually, or negotiating online on a deal that actually is worth over hundreds of thousands or even millions of kroners. So I'm talking about like high ticket sales, like how do you solve that specific problem on the interweb when we're advertising. And so, yesterday I went to one of my clients and then we kind of sat down and we kind of, laid down a strategy, and he had some tips, I had some tips, and we were kind of together trying to find out like what kind of execution would have been a great fit for his company. So his company is a home builder company or an entrepreneur. They go and they build houses and other projects, do other projects and stuff like that. And so the thing is that he wanted to advertise or get online, which is a great idea, of course. When we were sitting down and we were discussing a little bit about like what strategy we were going to use, and then he kind of gave me this tip that I should have done and create an irresistible offer, or just like a good offer that these prospects online would have been difficult for them to refuse, right? But then I kind of told him, my response was like, okay, first of all, you are a entrepreneurial firm. The money that is involved here is a little bit different than a pair of lipstick. We are talking about a deal that is worth hundreds of thousands of kroners, even millions of kroners. So how can someone possibly be willing to spend millions of kroners with you when they have absolutely no clue who you are? Right, that's what I asked him, and then he kind of, and then he kind of let me talk, keep going and talk, and then what I presented to him, or what I talked about, which is again why I make this video, because I want you guys to know as well. I let him know that if you're gonna operate that way, that is this exact same thing as walking up to a stranger or a girl and just do you want to marry me, or worse, do you want to have kids with me, right? Like. They have the same problem. They don't know who you are, first of all, and the chance that they want to go and spend time with you or have a baby with you or marry you or whatever is very slim. It's a very slim chance that they would do that. And so we're gonna have to rethink the strategy. So what I told him, a 2-step funnel is the way to go if you have the high ticket services that actually cost a lot of money, and you get my point, right? So the first step of the funnel is all about identifying people in the market that would have been a great fit for your service, right? So on the first step of the funnel, all we want to do here is have people to raise their hands and say, hi, I'm interested. So how are we going to identify these people that are interested? So what we're going to do, we're going to create, it can be whatever, it can be a video, it can be chat sheet, it can be a free report, it can be anything, as long as you can provide such a great information to these people. Let's say in this case that you are selling floors, for example. For the floors for normal homes would be a great way to do that, would be going to the market and do some research, pull out some problems that people have. Let's say if you're finding on Facebook groups where home lovers are hanging out, if you're watching that these people are actually experiencing a lot of damage when they're heating up their floor, floor heaters and stuff like that. This is basically what happened to my floor. When you turn on heat on the floor, then the floor kind of cracks up open, right? So create a report that says 5 alarming things that you should definitely know about before you buy yourself new floors, for example, right? It could be that simple. And one of the things on that report could be what happened to my floor, for instance, exactly what happened to my floor. And when you do these things, and when you're entering the conversation that already exists in their heads, they're not going to pull out their credit card and come buy. I want to buy from you, right? Like, they're not going to do that. So what you're going to do, you're going to give this piece of valuable information to these people in exchange for their email addresses or phone numbers or whatever it might be, right? So, and in the meantime, what you're going to do, you're going to nurture these people on email marketing, and you're going to give them so much valuable information. And so by the time these people are now ready to buy, who are they buy from? They're going to buy from you. They're not going to go over you and then go buy from somebody else. You are the authority in the market because you've been educating them. You've been giving them free information without asking for anything. You've been giving them email marketing campaigns where you're educating these people a lot. They're appreciative, and all that you're gonna do now is that you're gonna wait a little bit, maybe a month or something. It depends, of course. And now what you wanna do is that you wanna go and you wanna target these people with an irresistible offer that the prospects simply cannot refuse. This is how you advertise. By the way, I just gave you the golden nuggets out of all nuggets that is out there, probably. And if you try this out, if you use this strategy, try that out. Let me know if it worked. If it worked, amazing. If it didn't, you didn't care, probably.